Here is the teardown video of the 368 that I promised last time. This is the transmission box filter element. Feitai from Chongqing has disassembled it before. But many riders still wanted me to do a teardown. Actually, the results are the same no matter who does it, because the materials used in the engine are very straightforward. Once it's in your hands, you can't fake the quality. Let's look at the transmission case cover. This bearing is from Koyo, Japan. The one in front is a TPI bearing from Taiwan province. Bearing. Let's check the front drive pulley, Variator. It's from FCC, Hongzhou, Taiwan province. FCC has a factory in Jinan. Now let's look at the rear drive pulley, clutch assembly. From this view, it's also from FCC. Let's remove the clutch bell. Let's see how many clutch shoes it has. There are 5 in total. 5 shoes are definitely smoother than 3. The startup vibration is also smaller than the 3-shoe version. Next, look at the belt. It's a Gates double-sided toothed belt from the USA. Let's weigh the Variator rollers for everyone. These rollers are made of high polymer materials. Placing the rollers on the scale. Okay, 18.37 grams. Riders who need this info can take note of this number. I went to Thailand at the beginning of this year. I was thinking, if I could spot any Chinese-made bikes there. For scooters, I only saw the Zontes 368G. You know, Thailand is full of Yamahas and Hondas. For Zontes to break into that market, it shows their product strength is quite good. Let's remove the timing sprocket and have a look. Looking at the appearance, it's a dual-bow sprocket from Chongqing. Since it uses a dual-bow sprocket, the timing chain must be a D.I.D. We'll check the chain later. This cylinder head is a SOHC 4-valve structure. The intake manifold is also here. Let's take it apart and see what fuel injector it uses. Everyone recognizes this logo, right? It's Bosch. Okay, next. Let's focus on the cylinder head. This head has a bit of an XMAX 300 vibe. It uses roller rocker arms. The exhaust rocker arm seems to have DLC coating, because the valves on the exhaust side, the valve stems, including this rocker arm, operate in a much harsher environment. So, adding reinforcement like this is very reasonable. Let's strip the cylinder head down. The rocker arm brand is Harry. I've mentioned Harry rocker arms before. They are an OEM supplier for Honda and Suzuki. Now let's look at the camshaft. The camshaft bearings are hard to film, but you can still see them. They are TPI bearings from Taiwan province. The camshaft also received oxidative hardening treatment. This is also good. It also features a decompression valve. Let's check the valves. The valves are from Changjiang, Jiangsu province. Note that Changjiang supplies to Honda, Suzuki, and Yamaha. The valve spring seats and keepers are all made by Changjiang. Alright, now let's remove the cylinder. Zontes makes their own ceramic cylinders. I showed you the 703s before. Now let's look at this 368. The shiny honing patterns are clearly visible. Currently, the best type of cylinder is this ceramic cylinder. Its heat dissipation and wear resistance are excellent. The hardness is also very high. You can try to scratch it with a blade or screwdriver. I'll scratch it to show you. The surface is very smooth, so the friction coefficient is low. See, not a single mark. Look, no marks at all. Instead, it actually polished the tip of my screwdriver. After all, it has those honing patterns. Now let's look at the piston. Looking at it this way, the piston crown has undergone micro-arc oxidation treatment. This process effectively insulates the piston crown from high temperatures. The piston skirt has some kind of coating. This is a forged piston. Don't mind the dark color. This blackness is how it comes out of the mold. Without extra finishing, it would look prettier with a little processing. But it's not really necessary. This 368 piston also has a lightweight design. When I took apart the Zontes 310 before, it also had a forged piston. You guys can check my previous videos. The 310 piston was quite heavy. It wasn't a lightweight design. The piston is made by Shandong Jingtin. Let's look at the piston rings. The rings are from NPR, East Asia. The first compression ring has DLC coating. The second ring has PVD coating. There are few domestic single-cylinder maxi-scooters. The Vogue 350 uses a BMW engine. Then there are two other 350s, one is a BMW clone. The other is a Forza clone. Dayong and Lick are also Forza clones. Doesn't seem to be any others. The water pump impeller is aluminum. A tip for my fellow mechanics. It's reverse threaded. One good thing though. Zontes designed it with an M8 bolt. It's more durable if you accidentally hit it. Unlike the Forza 350 which uses an M6 reverse bolt. That one basically snaps as soon as you twist it. Check out the Stator coil. It's an 18-pole version. Since you've watched this far, give the video a like, will you? Watching the latest video. This model now has an electronic throttle version. Honestly, I want to try it. Because President Tao really put his heart and a lot of money into this electronic throttle. He went all out. The oil pump chain is a D.I.D. Now let's look at the timing chain. It's also a Japanese D.I.D. So my analysis at the beginning was correct. Next, let's split the crankcase. The new bracket I made is okay, but it needs more optimization. It will make dismantling scooter engines much easier in the future. The 368G has a balancer shaft. This is it. Let's look at the bearings. They are SKF from Sweden, but manufactured domestically. SKF has moved its deep groove ball bearing production to China. Anyone in the bearing industry knows this. Now let's remove the crankshaft. The parting line is wide, which indicates a forged crankshaft. The crankshaft is made by Jiangsu Gangyang. The balancer shaft bearing on this side is also SKF. Let's check the output shaft at the same time. This angle isn't great for filming the bearing, but it's a Koyo bearing made in Japan. Okay, remove the connecting rod bolts. Let's look at the rod bearings, bushings. It looks like it uses a copper-based shell. The brand of the bearing shells is Jianqing Beak. Next, let's open up the gearbox. In the gearbox, we're mainly looking at the bearings. The screws fixing the transmission box are all on this side. It's quite easy to disassemble. Oh right, I heard the new 368 is equipped with a water-cooled oil sump. Besides improving cooling efficiency, it's also to solve the issue of the fuel pump failing to prime during long downhill stretches. Check the gearbox bearings. The large bearing on the far left is a TPI from Taiwan province. And this one I'm pointing at is an SNF. Is that a soot bearing? The one on the far right is also a TPI bearing from Taiwan province. Let's look over here. Need to remove this gear. This ball bearing was just filmed from the other side. It's a Koyo from Japan. Look at this one. A TPI bearing. The far right one is also an SNF. Alright, that's pretty much the full teardown. I've listed all the materials used for you. As expected, President Tao loves to overspec with high-quality parts. Basically everything good is used: FCC transmission, Gates double-sided belt, ceramic cylinder, forged piston, and various advanced treatments, like the oxidative hardening of the camshaft, DLC on the exhaust rocker arm, and dual-process piston rings. As for oil recommendations, besides the original factory oil, you can also choose the Shell scooter-specific oil. Oil capacity is 1.55 liters. Can be changed every 5,000 kilometers. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.